Welcome to Tri-Cities Profile. I'm your host, Kimberly Macleod, here at the Evergreen Cultural Center. And joining me today is Heather Scott, who is the Director of Development for Share Community Services.
Hi, Kimberly.
Thanks for being here. Now, I know this is your very crazy time of year. You have so much on the go. Can you tell me a little bit about what we can look forward to the next couple months?
Well, there are a number of events that are supporting Share coming up in our community that I think the residents of the Tri-Cities will and beyond will really enjoy. The first one is the Jingle Bell Jog. This is a brand new family event. I think it's something that the runners in our community and family members are looking forward to, and that there's not nearly enough races around our community. So the Jingle Bell Jog is a 5K run from Coquitlam Centre up and around Lafarge Lake and back. And there's a 1K reindeer run too. So that's around Coquitlam Centre. So people can find out about it by going onto the website runnersden.ca. There's a registration fee, and people who come are invited to bring toys and food donations to help families at Christmas.
I saw something actually quite shocking on your website recently about, on the Share website,
yes,
about the statistics in all of Canada for people who are going without, especially coming up to this holiday season, compared to those of just the Tri-Cities. And unfortunately, it's higher than the average in Canada. It
is higher. So across Canada from 2008, we call that pre-recessionary times, to now the jump in people using the food banks across Canada was 26%. In the Tri-Cities, it's 30%. So since 2008 to now, we've got 30% more people coming to the
30%, that's huge.
It is huge. It's saddening, actually, to know that so many people in our community need help. I think the other statistics that's equally as shocking is that nearly half of the recipients that come to the food bank are children. So children under, and that is higher than the national average, which is around 30%. So, you know, this is the time of year where I think we all want to make sure that families and children especially experience the Christmas that maybe most of us grew up with, those fond memories, and supporting Share and supporting the Christmas programs at Share is one way to do that. What would these people do without Share? I mean, what would their Christmas look like if there wasn't a... Well, it would be very, very barren. There would be no Christmas for many of them. We hear many stories where it's really the last and final hope for many people to come in. And the joy and the warmth and the tears that happen at the food bank during Christmas among our volunteers and staff when they see that someone is really being helped is phenomenal. The stories are incredible, and honestly, there would be no Christmas for many of these families. Wow, and the needs just seems to get greater and greater. Well, it's slowed down. I mean, we had an increase of 26% in the first year during the recession, 2009 to 2010. So, excuse me, the growth in this last year has been slower, much slower. Of course, like everybody, we'd like to see that go down. We don't want to see any growth. We'd like to see the need decrease, and we're always hopeful that that will happen. So there's a ton of ways that people can help. You can start a challenge at your workplace for food donations. Individuals can help by donating themselves. I would like to see every time people go shopping, just remember the food bank. Buy one item, put it in the food bin, because if everybody did it every time they went shopping, there would be no need for us to be out in the community saying, please, please give more. There would be enough to help our families. Wow, just every time, just one thing? Every time, one thing. Wow, it's that easy. But it's a new habit. It's no different than remembering to take in your reusable grocery bag. Which I'm terrible at. I think I've got that one down. Do you? Okay, well, I think I've got that one. And so this is something new. And it doesn't have to be big out of your budget. It can be, you know, a can of tuna. Those are things that families don't buy because meat is expensive. So if you want to be most helpful to families, it's buying the things that are expensive, and those are generally the things that are most nutritious. Right. That families go without, and children go without. So if you want to make sure our children get a good, healthy start, we need to make sure they have the nutritious items and that comes with peanut butter, tuna, all the things that we feed our kids. those are the things that are needed.
That are definitely needed. Yeah. Well, not only feeding them, but also give them a good Christmas with, you know, toys and things like that. Now, every year at Coquitlam Centre, you have the tree. That's right. The tree of giving, is that right?
It's the share tree.
The share tree.
And it's this year, I think what people will really want to know is where is it? Because it has moved around the last couple of years. So this year they'll find it by the gift wrap booth, which is between Aritzia and the Gap on the second floor. And so people can bring their donations of toys.
Unwrapped toys.
Unwrapped, thank you. Good. Unwrapped toys to the tree at Coquitlam Centre. And we'll pick them up and take them back to the our warehouse and our toy bank for families to go shopping. And our families actually go shopping for the toys that would best suit their families.
I think that's a little unclear. Sometimes I know, like when we're in the mall, like, you know, me and my friends or whatever, and they say, why unwrapped? Isn't it nicer to wrap it and have, you know, a gift given nicely wrapped? But I don't think people understand the process.
Exactly. So families, just like you and me, want to choose the best thing for our families. It's the same for any other parent out there. They like to see what is available and on the shelves.
It's like a shopping experience.
It's a shopping experience for mom and dad.
So mom and dad can come down to various, I mean, it's different every year, but to where I guess the share shop would be set up.
Yeah, we have different toy shops around the community at different times of year. So right now is when we're actually registering families for Christmas hampers and Christmas and for toys. And so each week at the food bank we're actually taking registrations. We're expecting 1,800 families this year to register for both. And so as the toys come in and the food comes in, our volunteers organize it, sort it, and put it out on display for our families to choose from. And
then they come and pick for their children. I know a lot of times it's the teenage group that gets missed. Is that right? For
it is.
Donations?
It's teenagers, they're tough to buy for. I mean, I think every parent who has a teenager understands that. They're a tough group, so we're always low on donations for that group. And surprisingly, the other group that we're always low on is babies to 2-year-olds.
Wow, see, that surprises me because they're the easiest to buy.
I would have thought that would be the first, but no, that's where
I guess they're forgotten about.
Maybe, yeah, I'm not really sure. And then certainly girls, teenage, sort of those preteen girls. That's always an area where we could use some more help.
Good. So people can come and drop it off at Coquitlam Centre, and also while they're there, get their own gifts wrapped.
That's right. They can. You're really good at this.
I love Cher. I think Cher is a fabulous organization.
I just love being interviewed by you. Yes, we'll be at the gift wrap booth at Coquitlam Centre. So if you want your gifts wrapped and you need that last minute service, come to Coquitlam Centre. We will wrap your gifts for you. Our volunteers will wrap your gifts for you.
And they always do a better job than I do. I've tried, yeah, and they have all the tools and they do it like
It's true. People who volunteer at gift wrap love to wrap gifts, and many of them have been doing it for years and years. So they come, they volunteer their time, and your donations for getting your gift wrap go back to supporting the Christmas programs.
And you get to go home with all your gifts nicely wrapped and not have a worry.
Yeah. And labeled, so you know
and labeled, yeah.
what's in them.
So another wonderful thing that I always look forward to every season is the Christmas train.
Yes.
That comes into town. That will be rolling into town into Port Moody.
It's on December 17th this year. It's coming in. It's coming in early this year. It's scheduled for 5:45 to come in.
Oh my goodness.
It'll stop as it always does at the Queen Street Plaza.
Right.
So festival activities will start at 4 o'clock. So there'll be chili and hot chocolate. We're working on road hockey, all the things that that festival provides, the big bonfire.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then CP comes in, and this year's entertainment coming in on CP is John Veltri and Tracy Brown. So really good classic Canadian musicians. They're not classical, sorry, one is folk and one is country, but
classic Canadian.
They're Canadian. They're songs that we all know. So it's a great event to bring families. I think partly because it's earlier this year, families can come down and enjoy it. It's before the party starts. They can come enjoy it, bring their families, go back home, go out to the Christmas event. So
right. Well, I remember one year it snowed. Do you remember that year?
Yes,
That was
yes.
so I wonder
Very
if it will
slippery.
this year.
We'll be ready. Don't you
It
worry.
added to it. It added to it though.
It
It was
does make it
nice,
special,
you know.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's a great event. I mean, it's so much fun, and I don't think you necessarily have to bring just your kids out. You can bring your friends out, and
For sure.
it's for everybody. And it's such a community event.
It's true. It's
That-
true. I always talk families, and that's the share in me. It's for everybody. Definitely.
Yeah, like
It's,
everybody, and it's that community spirit when you get there of and it goes. All the food raised then does go to the food bank back into our community.
Yeah, so it's a free event, so people are asked to bring down a donation to the food bank again, and so our trucks will be there collecting food, and yeah, so we're asking everyone to come on down, bring some food, help keep the food bank full,
Yeah.
and thanks for your support.
So for people who maybe want to volunteer this Christmas season, want to know more about SHARE, how do they get involved? How do they learn more?
The opportunities at SHARE right now are endless. So we need all kinds of support at Gift Wrap, for sure.
At
for
Gift Wrap.
volunteers, yeah. We also are looking for volunteers for Unwrapped.
Okay.
Definitely. So those are very public customer service positions. For the people who like to be behind the scenes, we need help at the food bank for sure, sorting the food, getting the Christmas hampers ready, distributing the hampers. We are looking for people who can drive trucks to go out to the events to pick up the food, bring it back. So to find out more, certainly all the opportunities are listed on our website, and so is the contact information. So people to volunteer in events, they can contact my office, the development side, and then the food bank, of course, takes all the applications for Christmas.
I can't believe it's already that time of year again.
It just sneaks up so fast.
And so much going on with you guys. I mean, this is your really busy time, so
is.
get
But
lots
it's
of rest
wonderful.
now.
It's wonderful. I mean, I think it's the joy of working at SHARE is that you really do see Christmas in action. You
Oh,
really do see
definitely.
how people want to make a difference in our community. It is very heartwarming.
Definitely, I know. Many events are, bring a tear to your eye because it's just all the people that come out and really work and do what they can to help. So it's great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Heather.
Thank you.
Always such a pleasure to see you and have
Likewise.
you here.
Yeah, thank you for having me. And here's a quick promo of the CP Holiday Train.
MC Elfie, take a time out from making toys to bring you the noise. And it feels so good here with you in the place to be. Yeah, riding the rails on the holiday train with my friends at CP. We're boogieing down and we're giving it up and we're giving mad thanks to the people who work so hard year round at the food bank. And it goes like this.
Holiday train is coming. Oh, I love it when the holiday train is coming. Oh,
Big Santa in the house. Don't call it a comeback, I'm back again. Rolling into town on the holiday train. I'll see you once more in late December. I bring you a gift that you're gonna remember. I traded the reindeer and Santa's sleigh for the ribbon of lights you see here today. Bringing toys for all the boys and girls all over the country, all over the world. My suit is red and my beard is white, and I love the love that I feel tonight. Neighbors helping their neighbors out in times of struggle, in times of doubt. People say, Santa, we don't see you that much. One time a year just ain't enough. So I'm rolling on the train, showing people it feels great to give a little local underneath to the food bank.
holiday